So we're gonna try and practice a little bit with a stuffed animal dog off in the distance. I'm gonna go grab Mr. S. He's just waiting in this other little section. So remember, novel things can be either a little exciting or spooky at times. So you may find that when practicing, sometimes using novel scenarios. So you can see Mr. S gets very excited. So ready, Stanley? We're gonna try to go right to his little sniffer. Yes. I'm gonna go right into working. Ready? A couple little find its. So with Mr. S, right now I know we have little Jack Russell, who's not a real puppy. Ready? Yes. But I want sometimes to practice with a distraction scenario. And this is where sometimes my stuffed animal dogs can be a great distraction item, as well as my little human. So for Mr. S right now, we're just practicing again a little bit of that loose leash walking near the distraction item, which again is the distraction Stuffy dog. Nice job, Stanley. You can see that in the beginning when he first started, he was kind of hauling towards the distraction. Nice job, Stanley. So we want him to start realizing that sometimes just because there might be something novel in the environment doesn't mean that we always get to go say hi. Ready, Stanley? Nice. So as Mr. S is just meandering around, we're feeding for all these lovely little check-ins. Ready, Stanley? So this is where, again, we might work a little bit with that front, getting him into the space in front of us. Yes. So if Stanley is doing a great job being nice and soft, Stanley, he's like, hold on, time for some grooming. Why not? If your babe, again, does get very excited by certain situations, I do like to practice with family members and sometimes even inanimate objects or stuffies, because not always do you have another lovely dog to practice with. And then some adult dogs don't really love the antics of puppies. So the nice thing about practicing with your stuffy dog, oh, he says, let's get that crumb real quick, is that you can then start to set up your dynamics. You can learn the dance moves before you need them out on the real world or like on stage. So for Mr. S right now, getting him comfortable and doing some little moments here can be a great way to then build up to then going and visiting the stuffed animal dog. So I would get Mr. S's attention. Ready, Stanley? So you can get a little check-in. If, for example, you can offer me a lovely little sit scenario, I'm going to feed for that. And then we might say, ready, you want to go say hi? And we could go say hi to the new doggy. So even though, again, I know it's a stuffed animal, he's not a real guy, it can sometimes help you de-escalate the situation where at times your puppy, yes, might get way too jazzed seeing a new friend, dog or human. So this is a great way to help them sort of get in the realization that maybe not everything we get to is going to be an instant wrestle. He's like, we could be best friends though. I'll make him wiggle. Ready? Stanley. Yes. So we practice kind of the engage and disengage, moving towards the item and then disengaging from it. So I know it seems silly to practice with a stuffy, but this can be a really great way if you have cats or you have small animals, or you have other animals down the road that you might want to expose him to, and then get him to feel comfortable seeing them and learning that they might be more neutral than a hello item. But then as Stanley gets more comfortable, ready? Yes, nice check-in, Mr. S. We can then start to, for being so soft and so gentle, we could go do another little hi, say hi to the funny little stuffed animal that he's hoping will eventually move, and then get him to, he's like, why won't he wrestle with me? Stanley, yes. So he might be like, no, I'd rather go frolic with this new friend. So obviously with Mr. S, getting him to see something novel is a great way to boost comfort and confidence. So he wasn't scared of this one this time. I know the few last times when he saw the stuffed animal in the little zone with my little one, he thought they were real dogs and got a little bit more flustered, and we walked our way over there and said hello, and then he realized it wasn't quite as exciting. So today, practicing with the stuffy, he didn't have probably the same response had he had not seen it the other time. But still good for practice sake, even for us, to approach, do a little hi, how are you? 1, 2, 3, and then get the puppy to disengage from the distraction. So remember with those little hellos like we practiced a while ago in class, we want to keep it under the 3 seconds in the beginning because that helps your pup be able to disengage before getting either too excited or too overwhelmed. So keeping it under the 3-second rule can be really helpful. Mr. S is doing a great job giving some gorgeous eyeballs right now. Yes. So very nice. So we'll give Mr. S a little breather. He did a very good job coming out and working a few skills, and then we'll rotate through the beauties again. Nice job, Stanley. That was beautiful. So give him a little breather. Very nice job with the Jack Russell.